whole world that the situation is under control. I want to try.
Yeah, I put that statement out here.
Well, really?
Unless special intel.
Munya intel defeating.
No. It is so true. So what I have asked is, Onyendo Kwara, from yesterday, the Ghana Armed Forces in hierarchy won't respond, one kada Onyendo Kwara. Because they know it's true. And I sent a copy to the National Security Minister. He tried to rubbish it, and I said that if you care for Ghana, investigate this one. But because the weapons have gone to his outfit or to the coordinator's outfit, question is that, what are those weapons meant for? You are not in charge of the security of the elections. It's the IGP and the task force. So why are they sending them weapons? And indeed, the people who release the weapons, and the ammunition, one of them has been threatened by some soldiers. Now, between you and I, is that what we want? This kind of insecurity in our country? Is this what we want for this election? I sent copies of the same statement to the US ambassador, the British ambassador, the German ambassador.
You sent it to them?
I sent it to them. The world should listen and look at Ghana. These guys are going to plunge this country. Because of the crimes they have committed, they don't want to go. But they will go because the people of Ghana will speak. The monies that want to cross the Kohani are on fire, weapons or no weapons. If they try anything silly, there are human beings, Ghanaians in the Ghana Armed Forces, the police everywhere, who are also against them. They know it. They should stop scaring people. They should stop scaring people. If you lose an election and you think you have treated this country fairly, stand up and be counted. If you are afraid of your shadows because you have robbed this country, people have kept $5 million in their bedrooms. That is a small fire. Others have kept more. They caused that huge depreciation of our currency because they were mopping up all the dollars in the system with the stolen money. As a result, we went from where to where. Sometimes I know even what I see. But seriously speaking, the way they are taking us, that's why I always copy some of these things. I copy the National Security Minister. And if he wants to call into the station, he should call. If he wants to come here, he should come. I want to ask him because I know it as a fact. I have cited a document.
So this is a fact?
It is a fact. Call Agremensa, the public of the Ghana Forces, whether it is not a fact. They will run away. They don't want to talk about it. They actually have moved weapons and these things. Why national security? Azugu type of elections, it's not going to happen again. The Chiman South killing 8 people, it ain't going to happen again. They kill one person and this country is up in flames. Trust me. It will be up in flames, absolutely. The nonsense must stop.
They kill one person?
One person and the country is up in flames. I'm saying that the president should hear and tell his people to back off. Let the people decide who they want to be their leader. But any attempt to force the issue, to stampede the outcome in their favor so they can hang on using their surrogate Baumia, it's not going to happen. And you bless America, no, maybe some people cannot express it, that I will come and say it. Enough of the nonsense. I don't want to be in power for being in power's sake. Okay. People are suffering. Things are going wrong. COVID money was shared among MPP apparatus. Why? Paulu Gudam, almost $12 million. They cannot account for it. Whose money? What is going on? What is going on? And then people just pay small lip service and then you do radio interviews. People should speak up. Are they?
The people are afraid.
Are they? No, but the people will vote on that day. But they shouldn't try to subvert the will of the people. Because that is where the fires will come. They will get it in abundance. There are people in the Ghana Armed Forces and police who are just waiting for them to make the wrong move. So they shouldn't go down that route. Honestly, I'm about to hand then.
I said, who ain't be them?
When I open the reason why you ain't be pen, what could Nipa? The president never even made one comment about those who were killed. Aya also came and went. We had a short committee, recommendations here and there. People are just walking and doing things with impunity. This government, Ghanacelebrities, called Professor, what's his name? Frimpong Boateng. You make him chairman of the Interministerial Committee on Ghanacelebrities. He tries to stop somebody who was causing mayhem in the environment in somewhere in the western region, Menfi or some place like that. He tries to stop it, and Gabiotridaku calls him and tells him to back off. Minister. So he calls off the phone and calls Mr. President, Nana Akufo-Addo, and tells him that this is what is happening, and I'm in charge as the chairman. I have to do my job. The president said, "Oh, the Jamenka." So the people should continue destroying the country. Hey, Ghana, why did we wash our face up or what? And Bawumia had and his team have the nerve to come to Ghanaians and say, "Give me your power again. Give me vote to become your president." What? Ghanaians are very peaceful and quiet people, but the day that we will blow, we will pass Kenya out of frustration and anger. People are hungry. Do we want to see people behave like what happened in Tunis, or was it in Tunisia? Somebody burnt himself at the Arab Spring. We don't want to see that. They may not see it, but it will come like a runaway train the day Ghanaians rise up against this particular crop of MPP people. It is not all MPP people we have an issue with. It is not all the MPP is a political party. We have in Kofa, what party A or party C or whatever. But this particular crop of MPP, they are just a bad news for this country and the MPP itself.
They are bad news.
The current government, Bawumia, Napo, and all that bad news
for the MPP
and for the Ghana. They should go and go. Seriously, MPP should go and do everything and bring a better leader. Bawumia, he's just doing the bidding of the Akufo-Addo. He's just there for the purpose. He should come and say that it is not true. Because he does not belong to MPP. He wanted to do NDC running mate to Atamils, who didn't take him. He ends up in that side. He just wants a job as a president or something like that. 8 years, you could not advise Mr. President to do what is right for Ghana.
Running mate too.
The family came to see me for JJ Rawlings. I work with JJ Rawlings. I told you this story before. And JJ said, well, if they say the family said they want him, go and see Atamils. Atamils said he didn't want to. He didn't want him. So the next he ends up in MPP camp. Now, he thinks he owes Mr. President Nana Akufo-Addo, he owes him something because he made him vice president. He gave him that opportunity. And therefore, that is a danger to our country. On you there, he will come and do his bidding. And in any case, for 8 years, Abazin Oye de Ghana as a vice president, he couldn't control Ken Oforiatta. Ken was finance minister.
Also, interoperability.
No. What's in there?
Vodafone, I too send this Kako MTN, went in a too send this Kako Tigo.
No, the most serious matter is that you're chairman of the economic management team. It presupposes that you manage the economy of our country.
Yeah, sure.
The finance minister would have to sit with you and other ministers to brainstorm and the best way to manage our economy. He had no control over Ken, but he's not able to say it now. On your man. If he could tell the president that I'm your vice president, I'm an economist, I'm a PhD in whatever, your minister is taking you down the wrong route. The minister should not be doing this. That is what I expect.
Now,
no, I expect as his vice president to speak truth.
But uncle, it should not come 17. Wako chewi. No, my point is that it has been consigned to national security operatives. That is the point, and I'm maintaining it because I have cited it. And I say, what year?
The thing was done. I cited it. They have assigned it to national security, and the question is that
What is that supposed to be? For election purposes? You're not part of the election task force. I want you to give you ammunition and weapons. Never care then. Ghana for. Ghana for, they should rise up to this occasion. This election must make or break our country. The people's preference, the people's will must prevail on Saturday.
This must make
and must break. One bullet and the country is up in flames. Somebody should advise them. One bullet touches a Ghanaian because they are not supposed to be there. Soldiers are not supposed to be at election polling stations. It is the police task force headed by the Inspector General of Police. I guess you know that one. The IGP is in charge of the security.
Right. Yeah, sure.
So until he's unable to handle the situation, that he might call for military
and one bullet,
support.
The country
is up in flames. Somebody should warn them, because soldiers are angry with this government. I know, I interact with soldiers, I interact with police. You should see, police were dancing today when they saw us at 37. They were dancing in their cars. They're asking for the change. People have different reasons why they're asking for the change. But essentially, though, this government has treated Ghanaians with impunity and disrespect. On Healing 2, was it you who interviewed him?
Yes, I did.
You heard what he said? That the MPP will never respect Ghanaians if you gave power to this crop of MPP, for what they have done to Ghana. He said it and emphasized it. I have that video. You were interviewing, you were asking him, and he was saying the same thing. This is their general secretary before, MPP man. They are not correct him. Nana Akufo-Addo has failed.
But that's right. This is the final stretch of the show, after which Obefia Babetna say. Innocent.
Captain.
Time na academy no there. Hey, I don't know. Because I said that na no hinin to ba mbisa one question per. Na che say no ano no. Ti ano pay the mbisa say to say.
Ya me adom. O de ho pa.
O de na che say yeah. Me sure so what in some be the last 1 week the name of for any sort but Charlie. Yeah, yen kan ko menu ye mrantie ye mu akokora. Ti di o man kwipa anti yemponi na yemmada achete sei
anentina da bia wote hayi anentina da bia ya nam radio so a any TV so a ye kan because captain so had a trajectory of Ghana namu ya there is no future for kids, for the unborn generation, because my culture say future na uhu no. Some people have decided say amode and nebesi come to finance their dying days or just in fantasies. Ono na owu ene no or the na sikam e de agina ne ewu akwasa akokrabone a otifia obewu no na adwen say fie nsase ne nyama nyina oton adi owu a he doesn't care. That is what Akufo-Addo has done to this country. And maybe say we are dealing with a cartel of unintelligent criminals. They are very arrogant and very destructive.
Criminal on your intelligence.
Criminals are intelligent. And they are very arrogant and destructive.
That also crap.
The last 8 years, Captain.
But that commercial
they are very, very, very arrogant. The arrogance of power, no, you can feel it. Palpable, it's touchable. Because my culture say in governance, no, we are buying away. They already are out to see. Upon Yumbina, we message Captain Yuma will be more and yes, say because our way woma utie. You don't even go there again because Nipan away Yuma momo. But there is something we call foolish belligerence. I say Nipan o Kenyans are some chance many day we know, and then I'll be Yama Sabi Wakuma too. And that's exactly where we are today. Enti about 1 year cotton at the chair, my culture say Ghana for your sacred responsibility is to get Akufo-Addo out of power. Because in a democracy, there are no neutrals. You are either a coward taking part with the oppressor, or you are part of those who are fighting for freedom. And at this point in time, enough is enough. Time as soon as I catch these people say Ghana your moja padie. the distraction of my course to this country, no, enough. The only way bet me hold Akufo-Addo and the family members in the Bawumia accountable is to vote them out on Saturday. That is the only way out. Because Anyasa, this trajectory, Besima, Captain, there will be no future for you, there will be no future for our kids, and there will be no future for this country. And then one was over that sort of Ghana sikam. Because the same no can say, Nipana or Modi or Mobano, Yehuomo, we don't want any toy president at this time. Because what these people have demonstrated clearly to us, when it comes to say Yemu or mining as a fire, he's not even in charge. And also when you hear Nipo can hope about Napua education sector said na professor Tia Oken, free SHS is one of the best thing about me. I can't want to say, but a honsem kwanya ya fast why to why young men when abaya this was so Ghana for and then review crano almost say a cancellation and as a for but you and I know say the free SHS policy no here review sebe yebetimi expand infrastructure na nkora anya ba bia ko na wo bie tertiary wo bie sa school no ma na ye free SHS captain nkora school and terminate our secondary school and na tertiary enko no dua so and yenko ne nsuo so ye no tertiary enti wo expand base na free SHS nipa ba mu no omu wi ahe na mo tertiary but ade se ye tena se dwene ho a menye sure say some of these things will happen. Then go to energy sector today. Corruption upon corruption and agi of mine where you na as a president we are individual but your job they say the back always stop with you as a president until we they say accept no bar state resources and everything no has been committed to you. Your job is to pick them up and do investigation what they are no because you have the security whatever. But President Akufo-Addo in recent times has proven say oh no when it comes to corruption I hear the mantra or them say bam. He has become the corruption campaign. And last time I catch us Oko Flagstaff House one of the chief priests in terms of corruption. Because Nipano Koyaba, he is the person all clear. So Sanema we Ghana ni ma William Fee because Baumiana Orban is just a puppet being installed in power by these people. Bonina Mudidi or my way that can for no show more. They are not going to be held accountable. And Omayano and yet Omaya da hoke kese obi atimi be ye de opede wa fa ne ho adi time has come as you get these people out of power and hold them accountable for their crime obi enu ho ko chesi obi out obo unyuma wa ye na bedi wo ho danse wo ye bone a nyuma bedi wo ho danse ko captain ye kwa abato sa amre so won se dum sa asase a ekoso e ba de say ne ukọ the energy sector ECG timi 1 year oboka over 10.9 billion in a year adan ECG and all other entities energy sector nyina eka na emene no to the extent say America for who your mobile says compact we no body buy no mum make sure say the energy your friends private sector participation be shame say be efficiency because ECG say man for power no more the more koton captain bills no more no less than 45%.
That's right.
And the amount for produce power na the amount say ton no they are not able to sell. Then America for say mum making sure say private sector participation but say be efficiency in terms of bill na say for na because what the private sector on the near thing obejije and am kofa PDS the buy sadia no nam so ma corruption na say for the family members for me kaba and as a result no corruption buy he couldn't even investigate. And America buying $110 million as some other Ghana. The same there, ya sika na sign. And the next country I go for the energy sector. At this point in time, still in your doom so. Nanka Maya generation capacity somewhere around 5,631. Now your peak day no you use 3,600 no. About the sadness in your doom so. Because we are owning the IPPs yet to Omoka Yemtia. Now no matter say more president Kasase. I buy at your Moka over $2.2 billion. Don't forget say 3 billion from IMF. And this would you become 2.2 billion. You can imagine the amount of money I can't answer.
That's right.
And the energy sector is in crisis. And this particular sector was managed by the same Nepo Odi Baumiachi also president Eddie. That is what I'm saying, sir. We don't want no toy president and jokers at this time because Ghana, yes, it's at the crossroad. Oh, Captain, just a time because when the
president says
Martina or Fidi so catch us Senka Ghana is a serious country. Not MPP ne Baumia or more respect for the people of this country and Baumia will come nowhere
and vote for change. John Mahama and the NDC parliamentary candidates, let's give them power to recalibrate. to reset this country to its normal position. My name is Kevin Taylor. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. I will meet you tomorrow. We will discuss Ghana. We will break the news. We will make sure the right thing is done.
What up, my people? I go by the name T-Rhyme, aka the stylish rapper, aka Conscious, aka Fire, aka what I say, BBB. You watching Davcadotv. Keep it locked. Don't go nowhere.